Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the current space of kitchen table cards and games. My name is Louie. Today I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough of our store. We are open and done. We are completed with the move in the store building. There's still a couple other things that need done. I got to build some more tables today. The back is not perfect. There's going to be some messes, but I want to give you guys a walkthrough to kind of end this series that we've been doing so that I can get back to regular scheduled content and making videos on this channel, more of like the market update kind of stuff and the business side of things and not building. And then also so I can take a break and get back to, my kids started school this week. So we got all that going on. That's why we haven't done any videos in the last 4 or 5 days with the store opening. I just wanted to take all that extra time and spend it with the family. So let's do it. Let's talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, nothing is perfect. You know, we worked super hard and then we opened on Friday, this past weekend. It was awesome to open and to enjoy the space with people. But we were closed for one day, Thursday. From the old space, we were open on Wednesday. We were open in the new space on Friday. And so some things aren't perfect. There's still some messes. There's still some things, but we are active in business. And so that's just a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. I think that's one of the things I really learned from this process. There was a time where I was like, hey, I want to keep working on this. And I said, no, like it doesn't need to be perfect. Things don't have to be perfect. You just got to open. You just got to run the business. So I'm going to come around. We're going to do a walkthrough video and I'm going to show you guys kind of everything we did. I'm going to give you guys my reasoning for everything, and then we'll get back to regular content. So the signs are not done yet. The signs have not been put up, but we did put up an exterior sign. I'll show you where the signs are going to go. All right, the door is locked, so I had to cut the video here. But we put in on both of the doors, we have a whole kitchen table cards and games thing where you can scan for our Discord links and all of the social media links and all that kind of stuff. It also just adds as another way to advertise the business. The open signs and all that kind of stuff are there. The signage isn't up yet, but the big sign on the building will go there. We got some cute little Pokemon. And then the other big sign is gonna go right up there. And they were supposed to have that done this past week, but they are hopefully gonna have it done by this weekend. So, all right, you walk in and you see a great play space, which I'm really excited about. Again, we have these tables. I've got 4 more of them to build. They will end up going long ways over here. So we'll be able to do 2 8-person drafts all the time, and then also have 4 tables open for Commander. And then we do have our bar stools that will be coming at some point. People are already enjoying playing games and hanging out and opening packs on the nice countertop. Super stoked about that. You know, when you're building your draft deck, you've got the lands here, you've got the land station over there, and this is just a nice space to count out your lands. In the future, it'll be a nice place to play some games. At our Lorcana event, actually, we had all these tables open and people ended up playing standing up, which was kind of funny. So yeah, just typical decorations you see in LGSs. I do want it to feel like an LGS. I don't want this to not feel like an LGS. So we will add some other stuff as it goes. We got a TV up there that's too small. I need to buy a bigger TV. But that's how to get into the events and our matches and that kind of thing. And all right, that's the play space. I mean, that's pretty basic. Some people were complaining that I didn't have enough seats. I mean, for a store in West Virginia, we will have 32 tables in like this type of seating. We'll have 32 seats for events here, which is totally fine. But then we'll have a bonus 10 up here, which is really good. That's plenty of space for a game store in West Virginia. Additionally, out here, we do have 2 nice tables coming that are like picnic tables that'll go out there for people to play at night and hang out and have fun. All right, the real stuff though, the retail side. First and foremost, we got a napkin or something on the ground that I messed up. But we have a nice kitchen table cards and games carpets. These are so expensive, but they add so much to the space. It just really brings it and pulls it together. Nice little branding there. We have our buy rates and the stuff on the TV. This side is not done yet. We don't really plan on having a ton of board games, but this is just filler for now, as we had, not enough product to fill. We've got our Dragon Shield wall, which I'm always super proud of. Lots of options for Dragon Shields. We got all of our Pokemon packs that we have in stock. Pokemon and One Piece and all those kind of games go right there. And then this is your kind of like retail, you're splurging, you're buying something else, but hey, I need a pack of sleeves, or no, I do need a new binder. That's kind of what this idea is. And then we get into the Magic cabinet or case. We have some singles here. Now, all of our singles are on our kiosk, which is just right here. You can browse all of our singles that we have in the back. And like for singles, we have 9,000 individual unique cards in stock, so people can place an order here, and then the people in the back can pick the cards for them, and then we'll bring it up. But we have additional kind of commander cards and just kind of higher end fun things for people to look at down here that are not in our kiosk. This is a reason for people to come to the store to see kind of what's changed. We also have obviously the packs and some secret layers and some stuff. This will kind of ebb and flow and change as time goes. On this side, we have some additional magic packs, and see, like, I wish these were just all over here instead of the secret layers. We'll probably change that up. Same thing here. We have Pokemon, kind of higher end Pokemon cards that I think are not worth selling online. I'd rather keep them for locals, that kind of thing. On the non-graded side for Pokemon cards, some higher end dice. And then this is currently our like Pokemon slab wall. So we are not going to price things out individually and have prices on them, because the Pokemon cards are changing so rapidly in price. This will be more of our employees will scan them and tell you a price when you come and look at them. But we have a ton of slabs, again, just for people to look at. It's just a cool thing for people to come in and see cards on the shelf. I don't like just utilizing the kiosk. I like the idea that you come in, you get to look at the cards that maybe you want, you see something you like, and you can take over. Gamegenic shelf ended up fitting there really nice, which is cool. Well, we have some higher end Magic singles in our snack area. This is your dual lands, that kind of stuff. It's in lock and key. You won't be able to get in if you wanted to. Our snack section. So our philosophy on snacks, we want to keep people in the store. Obviously, we're not going to do food. Some people were suggesting, hey, you've got a kitchen, you should do food. We're just not going to do that. We do $2 any snacks. Anything over here is $2. For a bag of chips, that might be a little bit expensive. For, I don't know, the Pop-Tarts, maybe that's too cheap. I don't know. It's across the board, $2 for snacks. I think it's $2 for a drink, $3.50 for an energy drink. So that's kind of what we kind of go for. The idea is that you don't have to go to the gas station. You don't have to get out of here. You can stay here. We have some form of food for you. And maybe if you buy a dual land, you get a free snack. Something like that. All right, let's go to, what are we doing from here? Oh, I want to show you the bathrooms, because I'm super happy with the bathrooms. This is the product wall, though. The opposite, we didn't want to label prices on that kind of stuff. We do price all of our product, and I have my employees update the price twice a week. And so our product should be up to date on pricing, but you might get a good deal if we're not up to date. So that's kind of the philosophy on the pricing. The other thing is, like, I want to have a lot of product. I want to have a lot of things in stock. So we are constantly buying from the secondary market just to keep things in stock. We got the Gamegenic up there. This is going to be like current releases. And we're going to get a sign right there that basically says current releases. And then you've got the commander decks and that kind of thing. So that's the kind of philosophy on the retail side. I've got my employee here who will be smiling and ready to check you out. And we'll talk about the behind the scenes stuff of that in a minute. We've got some kitchen table cards and games merch here. You just scan that and you can get shipped to your door, which is kind of cool. And a Discord server, a little history of our store. And then we go to the bathrooms, and we got to get bathroom signs. That's one thing. But we're going to do a Pokemon bathroom and a Magicthegathering bathroom. Now, I'm proud of these, but I'm not as proud as I want to be on these. So The bathrooms, spacious. You get a nice little mirror there. Some Pokemon artwork. It's not enough Pokemon artwork. I need more Pokemon artwork. You got some deodorants in the bathroom. It's embarrassing that we have to have deodorant, but hey, listen, we've got it for people. And then just some cool Pokemon things. The Pikachu light switch is one of my favorite things. And then in the Magic bathroom, just wanting you to feel like above and beyond. So like we've got some old Magicthegathering deck boxes to look at, which is kind of cool. Again, you've got deodorant in the bathrooms, just in case you forget your deodorant. So just want the bathrooms to feel good and spacious and a place for you to go if you need deodorant, I guess. All right, this is now the employee only section, and this is a mess. One of the things we have to figure out is loose packs. So all the packs that are in there and in our display case, we got to figure that out. They're going to go down there somehow. You can see this worked out well. You can get into the display case, which is really important for me to figure out with our countertop, because I really did want to have a nice countertop here. So that is working out well. We got one buy station here with a tablet, and then the other buy station that gets mostly used is here. And we're testing out SortSwift's new scanner function, which is working pretty well. We'll do a full review on that at some point. But that's how we are buying cards currently. So you come here, we can buy your cards. My employee has a table space and the energy that they need here. Hopefully this is all cleared off there. And then you put the new cards that we buy down there. And then this is the local in-store pickups. Back here, I mean, that's it. We have 2 spots for you to buy cards. This will probably go away. This big thing is really just to block people from coming back here right now. We'll probably buy another 6-foot display case at some point. Right now, it's just all of our promo material, and it's a mess. Right now, I told you, there's going to be some messes. Yeah, that's the front of the store. I mean, that's it. This is the front of the store and the good stuff there. Very excited about it. All right, let's go behind the scenes here. This is our extra inventory that the employees can restock here while we hang out. We do have a plethora of bulk for our customers to go through. So here's your Pokemon that is alphabetically sorted, and that is the Pokemon bulk. Customers can just ask our employees. They can come back and get it. The Magic bulk is further back. Here is our singles stations. So 3 chairs for my employees to work and to pack orders. All the singles out for them to easily pull. It kind of looks good with some of the posters, all their supplies up on top, some room for growth if we need it. I don't really still know exactly. We need to put like some sort of shelving on this thing, but it is what it is. A cart for people to tote things around, the printer. This is kind of hopefully my office. Some places to put things and to do larger collection buys is really what this is going to be for. So when we're using the FI 8170 to buy cards, this computer will kind of be utilized for that. You've got your TCG machines Fizzbatch station here where we can color sort Magic and then pull out the higher end cards to buy. Obviously, we have some product here, just like extra storage we talked about. I've got some room. Some people were saying I wasn't going to have enough storage. There's a whole shelf here, a whole shelf down there. That stuff's not really going to stay there. This is just extra 8-foot table mats. Those are going to go, whole shelf there. We got 3 whole shelves here, people. 3 whole shelves of room for growth. Our Magic bulk down there. This is like our shipping area, place to ship things. Like we even have lights here. You know, turn on a light, you can see what you're shipping. I'm currently in the cooler where we have some product and some kind of storage for extra inventory. Same thing with the commander decks. I might build a little shelf for commander decks rather than just the leaning tower of commander decks. And that's it. This is it. This is the store. So at the end of the day, I'm super happy with it. It's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It was exhausting. A lot of like long days with sleepless nights. But it's done, and it's exciting to just get to come to the shop now finish up a couple things, buy some cards, hang out with some people, play some games, and watch people enjoy the shop. Now it's fun to see customers who you've built relationships with, who you've hung out with, who you've played games with, come in and say, oh man, this looks awesome. And it's just really, really encouraging, really, really fun to see that. So I'm really stoked. I'm more stoked though to get back to like regular life and regular content. And so hoping to record some Guess the Card Winner cards. We're close to 50,000 subscribers. So this is really a cool turning point, I think, in the history of Kitchen Table TCG and Kitchen Table Cards and Games, where we are in a space now that is all our own. We're in a space now that fits the size of the store. We're at a turning point for the YouTube channel and fun stuff. The Gold Wizard program, we're figuring out some stuff with the pre-orders and that kind of thing. And so I'm just stoked to move forward and keep trucking along and keep figuring out this whole thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I thank you for all of you guys who have followed along on the series of kind of building a new store. We'll continue to do stuff like, hey, the Sort Swift app. This is what we're using to buy cards. This is what works. Like we'll continue to do things like that you'll see in the store. So keep following along on the channel. I hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Be kind to the people around you. And remember, even in the worst circumstances, you can make it. You can do the work. A lot of people quit because they don't want to do the work, but you can do it. Even in the worst circumstances, you can do the work. You can figure it out. The capacity for humans is way beyond what we think we can do. And not that this is like some big impressive thing, but like in the moment, it feels too much and you can grind it out and you can do it. So be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.